All right, Pete McCarthy, welcome back to part 6 of our King's Fall raid videos and commentary. I've got my special guest commentators with me. If you've watched this far, you know who they are.
Kara the Kid.
Kara the Kid!
Yeah!
Guaco Tuppence and Calamity Jen. Now,
like you might
this
not
is
do
right
it.
after you exit Golgoroth's area. There's a calcified fragment right here. Don't miss it. There's 2 calcified fragments in this next area.
Of course, a calcified fragment.
Yeah, which are very important because you need to collect 45 of them in order to unlock your exotic sword. So don't pass out. Don't
Your exotic
miss
sword.
any of them.
Wow.
It can't just be a sword. It has to be an exotic
Well,
sword.
there's legendary swords and exotic swords, and the exotic swords are rarer and harder to get.
And
so,
sound sillier.
and only the coolest people
Those
have
are for
them.
strippers.
Do they come with a
Now, this is the next section. Now, as we go into this next section, I want everybody
Candy.
What?
to keep their eyes on Ben 2D Jammin', okay? Keep your eyes on Ben 2D Jammin', right there.
Oh my
He's the guy wearing purple.
Oh,
Because Ben discovered what the catch of this next area is. And he discovers it in about 3,
Where
2,
is he?
1, now.
Wait, what?
Slidey thing of death.
This is the section that I affectionately called the Chompers.
Right.
For anybody who's ever seen Galaxy Quest, and now it's just straight on through the Chompers.
Right.
it's like Wipeout.
Yeah, like this is the wipeout section of the Destiny raid. So you get close to those things, and they knock you all the way
I
off the
thought you
map.
were going to say, like, Ben was really clever and discovered the secret. You're just saying
Yeah,
he's
you
an
just
idiot who
made
got
him look
killed.
like a fool.
Oh, those things.
It was my favorite thing that happened in the entire raid, because I just happened to be looking at him when it
Whammy.
happened, and I laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. As did everybody else in the fire team, but I wasn't recording the fire team chat. So here's another calcified fragment back here, just when you drop down. So this is the second calcified fragment in the area.
That little blue thing?
Yeah, that little blue thing. And there's a chest in this area too.
They should make them bigger so they're
So
easier to see.
This is the whole point is that they're difficult to find.
Well, a little bit too difficult.
A lot of this game is making something difficult.
If
Yeah.
the chest is that difficult to find, is it worth finding?
It's a lot of men would argue no.
This is a weird level. Am I upside down? Am I sideways? What's happening?
It's a platforming section, so they've got these very narrow platforms that are on a slant, so you have to land directly flat onto them, otherwise it basically just shoots you off.
Seems really
And you-
dangerous.
and-
there's portals everywhere?
And you have to avoid the chompers.
Glitter
what about
portals.
those portals? Could you have fallen in
No,
there?
those are just it's taken goop that they an area that's infected by the
Wait,
Taken.
did they decorate this room?
The Taken have glitterified the room. The Taken are
Oh,
fabulous.
I'm taken with them.
So this is the platform. This is this is the platform to get to the. When you get to the first platform, you see Mystic. This is the path to get to the chest. So there's invisible platforms in the air. When you pull out your ghost will show you where they are. So
They're just floating. How are they floating there?
because the Taken are magic,
They
can
leave
float
glitter
rocks.
decorations.
they leave glitter decorations everywhere they
Floating
go.
platforms.
So this is the
Okay,
path.
what's with
Spindles!
The,
You
what's
jump-
with the spindles? What's with this? Just
It's the
random
bones.
Spikes?
It's hive bones growing out of their ship.
Crystals!
This seems fake.
It's the
Up
crystals.
until
That's
now,
it.
it seemed very.
I would
I'm
buy.
gonna call their crap on
I
this
bought
world.
everything until the hive crystals growing out of their walls, and that's where my suspended disbelief goes away.
Right.
So here's the room up here.
Oh,
This
that's
is
got teeth growing out of the
this is
sides.
how you get to the room up here with the hidden chest. So don't run past the chest.
Or-
You didn't even take anything out of
I
there.
did too. Didn't you see all the stuff that spawned on the side? I got
Yeah.
more moldering
They
shards.
should make it more satisfying.
most-
Show the hands going in
And
and,
now
like stuffing
the
it
big
in the
thing
pockets.
is that chest gave me 20 moldering shards. So now I have the
that's-
requisite 20 shards, so that when I kill Oryx, I
That's
will
a
get
fancy
more
word.
awards.
Are they Shankin shards?
Shake
They're,
it
they're
down.
shaking the requisite shanking shards that you need to.
fight your way through prison.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, you gonna change your outfit again?
No, this is just. There's 2 quests for the raid, so make sure that you get both of the raid quests. So that when you go in and you do it, you can accomplish both quests at the same time. Arist has a raid quest, and
Just jumped off backwards.
so that's what I was just checking. I was checking my progress. My progress.
What?
I knew that wasn't a sign. My progress on the quest.
What is it, Porky Pig?
Okay, so now here's how you do this section. So there's a glittery platform.
Okay.
And this is us figuring this out. Is the glittery platform, it spawns in that thing, and then they despawn.
It disappeared.
So what we figured out is that you have to leave one person standing on the glittery platform in order to keep it so that the Indiana Jones style platforms don't disappear.
Ah.
And there's a chomper on it.
And there's a chomper on it, so you gotta be careful that the chomper don't get you.
Guardian down.
Leap of faith.
But it's okay if the rhythm gets you.
The rhythm can get you, but not the chomper.
Unless it gets you in front of
So,
the chomper.
so one person has to stay back.
Look at them.
And there's 3 of these platforms. So here the trick is that every member of your fire team has to get all the way to the door at the end of this section in order for the door to open. But
What happens to the last guy?
so that's the thing, is that's what we had to figure out, was like, well, how do we get the last guy across the platforms? We kind of cheated on the first one, and Ben kind of jumped up here, but what we discovered is that there's 3 different platforms, and you have to have somebody standing on all 3 platforms, get the entire fire team across, and then the last guy can come forward, and the 2 guys can come forward, and you have to move forward from the back to the front
What's with
in
the
order to keep
spiky
them.
edges of those platforms?
It's the hive style, man. That's what they like. They like harsh edges and bone crystals growing out of their walls. It's not for everybody. It's kind of extreme,
Different folks.
but they're super hipster about
They
it.
balance it with the glitter.
Once it catches on, the hive is going to stop doing it and be like, I was into the bone spikes in my walls before it was cool.
That's right. That's right. That's how it always happens.
So you can
What are
see
those
this is our fire team sitting here talking and saying, how the crap did we get those guys off those platforms now? And then
Then what did you?
this
then what do you
is-
say?
that's what we figured it out. You have to activate all 3 platforms, and then the last guy has to come forward, and you have to move across them from forward to back. And if you do it in that way with all of your fire team across, the Indiana Jones platforms will stay spawned in the air.
This is the most
Look,
boring
something
level.
sparkling over there. What's up? What's that? What's that?
This is boring.
And
You
then-
need monsters again.
Sparkles.
So
Shiny.
this is the last platforming section. This is the last little section of the chomper area.
Guys, skip this section. Just go right to the next section.
You can't skip this section. You have to get your way through all the platforming sections. It's not an option.
Is there music in this one?
So
In your headphones?
So,
No.
is this like a big floating spaceship or
yes,
something?
this is a gigantic spaceship floating.
Wow, they got a lot of wasted space.
Yep.
Yeah.
How come you don't go in the glitter holes?
Because you can't go in the glitter holes. They're just there for decoration. Like so, that's just the hive being fabulous, or the Taken being fabulous. So that's the path to the final platform up top. You have to get the whole fire team up here in order to spawn the door open and follow the glowing ball.
This game is all about balls, guys. They're very important.
Hey, that guy's bouncing
So
on.
we spent a lot of time waiting for Mizangeli to mess around
Importante.
and yep. He likes to try to find different paths and looking for the different chests and stuff like that. But we eventually get him
Mizangeli.
back on board. It's Mizangeli.
He is always causing trouble.
Once you get everybody here, the door
It's the
opens
worst.
into the next section. And there's
Why would you include chomping things in
a ship.
spaceship?
Like I said, that's why I quoted Galaxy Quest, because it's
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver like, what purpose does this serve?
Oh, yeah. Time to celebrate.
I want to kill whoever wrote this episode.
Get out of here before they kill Dave.
So it's funny that it spawns you forward because it spawns you like 2 feet forward. But this is the next section, and like we spent a lot of time running around this platform. Jump up. The way out of this is up. You have to jump on the rocks up. Did I say up enough times?
What, now you need to start jumping?
Hey, Disney
Yeah.
reference.
Up.
Oh, there we go. So once you get to the chompers, this is the last little section, and it's not very difficult to figure out.
I like your patronizing.
path.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, Disney references. Yay, there we go.
Not what this is about. Okay, but speaking of Disney, guys, look at the scope on his gun. Doesn't that look like one of Wally's eyes?
Oh, it does.
Eve. They see it.
You think they all see
You
it?
guys see it. I can feel that you see it.
Come to think of it, that kind of looks like the Earth. He just needs to be stacking garbage.
Yes. Where's the garbage? Let's go
what's with
clean this
the
place
mist?
up.
Why with the what's the floating mist?
That is the mist. Like that's kind of like the game's way of cueing you that there's taken in the area. When you see that mist in there, that's what lets you know that that's about to happen.
It's ambiance.
All right.
Okay. Yay, guys.
Everybody wait. I'm gonna I don't know why I have this. This is an editing error. I'm gonna cut this section.
What
out
happened to Ben?
until I start jumping again.
And Ben's just getting his act.
Look how
Because-
cool that
He's
mohawk
got a-
is.
I
Is
can
that
tell you what
Miss
this
Gelly?
He's
is.
got a wild hat. He's a Roman.
Again with the mohawk with
So-
Miss
He's a
Gelly.
Dark Knight Roman centurion.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut all this standing until I start actually jumping.
Well,
'Cause
then we're not going to say any of our good stuff.
I don't know why I was standing here for so long.
You're probably going to the bathroom.
You were tired.
I missed it in the editing.
We were going to the bathroom.
It's been 11 minutes. I need to go
I-
to the bathroom.
I probably am peeing. That's actually exactly what's happening, I bet.
Yeah, well,
AFK.
don't tell these people
Okay, so
that.
when you come into this area, remember the path up is a vertical path. So
You can't leave that in. You got to say, like, I was donating blood.
this is we're talking again. So you jump up on the rocks and just work your way up. Which there's not a
why-
lot more to say about that. It's,
Why do they have big rocks in a spaceship?
the hive, lots of space.
For balance.
They're big on space.
You just blame everything on the hive. Oh, the hive.
Oh,
you
the
know,
hive
hive
this,
is.
the hive that.
You guys are making these bad guys bad.
Oh, are
You're
we?
just putting them in a category, and it's
Profiling,
collusionary
yeah.
behavior.
I think
It's all
racial.
It's all
profiling.
racial profiling. The hive are really nice people if you just let them conquer your world.
Well, if they had their own Ursulas,
So,
Yeah. They need romance.
they need a hug.
yeah, that's all they need is a little hug. So once you get your whole fire team up, the doors will open and you can